محمد وآل محمد صلوات. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm sorry for the delay. We will be beginning tonight's program with the recitation of Quran. Please welcome Brother Michael with your loudest salawat.
سورة الفاتحة. اهدنا الصراط أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون. لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة. أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله. وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر. سبحان الله عما يشركون. هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. للفقراء المهاجرين الذين أخرجوا من ديارهم وأموالهم يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا وينصرون الله ورسوله أولئك هم الصادقون والذين تبوأوا الدار والإيمان من قبلهم يحبون من هاجر إليهم ولا يجدون في صدورهم حاجة مما أوتوا ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة ومن يوق شح نفسه فأولئك هم المفلحون ومن يوق شح نفسه فأولئك هم المفلحون صدق الله العلي العظيم.
Hassan, thank you so much.
My elders, brothers, sisters, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zahra, and welcome to Eid.
I mean, it's kind of the end of Eid.
Stop bringing me down, Ali. Welcome to the end of Eid.
Okay, now that just sounds sad.
Another fun fatality by Ali Razalada, the boring professor.
That's kind of rude. Whose wife is that? Just kidding, it's mine. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of the executive committee, we would like to wish you all and your families today an Eid Mubarak. We have an action-packed agenda, but short and sweet, I promise, and we apologize for the late start.
That's right, we'll have a talk by Shaykh Azhar, a Qasida by Brother Saeed, a special guest, a game, and dinner.
But, whoa, aren't we going to pray namaz, Zara?
I think that was answered in the programs chat. Ali, can you look it up?
Yeah, sure, I'll take a look. It says, Alhamdulillah, people are concerned that Salat is not on the poster. Inshallah, we will continue to pray Salat on Eid after the dinner at 8:10 p.m. That person sounds really hangry when they sent the message.
Great, I'm glad we didn't forget namaz.
Okay, but also, as I asked you every single day for the past 30 days, what's on the menu?
Of course, it's biryani with some cold soda and some ice cream sundaes to top it all off.
Ooh, don't worry, folks. It's President's Choice Coke, not the other Coke trash. Now, Zara, that sounds good, but important question, whose biryani is it?
Well, I pulled some strings, negotiated the price, talked to my best bud Kaniz, got her to find us a donor so that we could all have the best biryani in town.
And no offense to anyone else, but that would definitely be my mom's biryani, so you're welcome.
I've been waiting all month for this, so let's get this show on the road.
Okay, so we are now going to welcome up Brother Saeed for the Qasida, and we've told Brother Saeed to get everyone involved with this Qasida. So here's the deal. If it doesn't get loud enough, he'll just keep going. If you get loud enough, we'll think about moving on with the program. So please welcome Brother Saeed with your 3 loudest salawats. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eid Mubarak to you all mu'mineen and mu'minat. And inshallah, this Qasida is well known to the community, and inshallah all of you will join me in this recitation, inshallah. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali 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 Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali louder, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali 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 Mawla. Still not louder enough. Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali 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 Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali Ali Mawla, Ali 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 Mawla. حب علي فوز الشيعي غدا، فامدد لي في يوم حسابي يدا، وانقذني من نار جحيم وهل رمت شفيعا غير إمام الهدى. إن صلاتي ثم صيامي إن صلاتي ثم صيامي إذا لم يشفع لي حيدر ضاعت سدى. يشهد ربي أن بروحي له حبا دوما قلبي فيه شدا. صهر الهادي أنت مرادي، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي حار بشخصك يا حيدرة البشر، هتفت بمديحك مولاي سوى. حار بشخصك يا حيدرة البشر، هتفت بمديحك مولاي السوار. نورك من أنوار الله انتشر، ملأ الدنيا غطى نور القمر. نفسك نفس الهادي طه الأغار، وبك اكتمل الدين وعم الظفر. ذكرك خالد حبك شاهد، علي 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 مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي علي. قالوا الرابع قلنا الأول علي، قالوا الرابع قلنا الأول علي. نص عنه في القرآن نزل، تمت فيه النعمة من ربنا، والدين بفضل الكرار اكتمل. فاسأل عنه الليل وسوح الوغى، أفهل كان كمثل علي بطل؟ ولقيادي عند الجهاد علي، علي علي مولى، 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 علي 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 مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي علي مولى، علي علي علي. تشهد خيبر أنت الأجدر بها، لما جبريل نادى لا فتى غير أبي السبطين علي، وهل كان سواه يذكر فيها الأتى؟ كيف يقارن أي زعيم بمن؟ نفس الهادي حيث زكى من بتا. ساد الدنيا أهل الظلم فقم، يظهر منك إمام هاد متى؟ خير العباد بعد الهادي علي، خير الهادي بعد العباد علي، علي علي مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، 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 علي 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 مولى، علي علي. سألوا قلبي أي نزيل به، قال حبيب لا يشبهه أحد. سألوا قلبي أي نزيل به، قال حبيب لا يشبهه أحد. حفرت في الشريان حروف اسمه، فهو قريب مهما عني ابتعد. عين لام ياء ملأت دمي، عين لام ياء ملأت دمي، ليوزعها في أنحاء الجسد، ليوزعها في أنحاء الجسد. فإذا ما أعدائي جرحت يدي، فإذا ما أعدائي جرحت يدي، سال ولائي فوق دمائي مدد. هو ينجيني يوم الدين علي، هو ينجيني يوم الدين علي، علي علي مولى، علي علي مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي علي مولى، علي علي مولى، علي 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 مولى، علي 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 مولا علي علي مولا علي علي مولا علي. Salawat. Thank you so much, Brother Saeed. Now, for those of you who just joined us, actually, the first thing before I move on, if everyone can just move forward, please, so we have more space in the back. Please stand up and move forward. Please come close. Thank you so much. Now, for those of you who just joined us, my name is Ali Raza Ladak. I'm the secretary of the Az-Zahraa community.
And I'm Zara, his wife, and the only other person that would agree to co-MC with him.
She's not wrong. Now, I'm feeling a little bit nervous about emceeing, so I'm going to give you all the same advice that my dad gave me when I was looking for a wife. It was to lower your expectations.
What did you say?
Nothing. Now, before we move on with the program, as the secretary, I would like to address some of the rampant false allegations and rumors spreading through the community like wildfire. No, I'm not talking about the palm trees. This is much more serious.
For those of you who weren't here on Sunday, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, after Iftar, there was about 7 cop cars around the center.
Yeah, there was like 3 cop cars on the men's side, 2 on the ladies' side, 2 in the front, blocking anyone from leaving the gate. All I could see was red and blue flashing lights everywhere.
Yeah, people were outside trying to see what happened, and we all really want to know what happened.
That's exactly what I want to address. I've heard so many rumors flying about, like there was a fight.
I heard a kid called 911 on his friend's phone.
I heard someone's shoes got stolen, and they were very upset.
No, that was Sukaina Rashid's jacket again.
I also heard a kid jumped off the mezzanine in the mosque.
I heard brother Muhammad Hassan or Muki had enough of the double parking and started slashing some tires.
No. I heard it was Mehboob Uncle, our previous program coordinator, who slashed brother Muhammad Hassan's tires. And see, this is the problem. There's way too many rumors. I'll tell you the truth. We have a fundraising emergency, so we need your funds. Please donate to the Az-Zahraa Islamic Center.
That was the good one.
Sounded like it went better over there than over here, but anyway. Speaking of our beloved program coordinator, our Mukhi, Brother Muhammad Hassan Al-Adina, many of you will have heard him throughout the month making constant announcements, encouraging all parents to ensure their kids are with them and that they aren't running around unsupervised. But let me ask you a question. Why are these kids running around? So to get their side of the story, we invited their union rep to come speak with us today. And with that, please give a loud salawat to our special guest, Brother Rahil Jaffer. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Please have a seat, Brother Rahil. Yeah, pull it up. You good? Good? You can have it in front of you. It's all good. So, Rahil, first, thank you so much for joining us and speaking with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
So, what would you like to say about why all the kids are running around?
It becomes very uncomfortable sitting in one spot, and we need to be free.
Okay, I think we can all relate to that. But to Brother Muhammad Hassan's point, we can't have everyone running around during the program.
I feel you, but some kids need their space.
Okay. So does this lead to any uncomfortable moments when you see our program coordinator or Muki? Like, do you run away? How do you manage that dynamic, that relationship?
I really like Brother Muhammad Hassan Uncle, but he can get a little mad sometimes. I would rate him 4.5 out of 5 on ratemymuki.com. He takes care of things and he organizes it very well, but I'm docking the 0.5 because of my childhood.
So, Brother Rahil, do you foresee any way for us to resolve this age-old battle between program directors and running around children?
Honestly, just give me like $17 and I can handle it.
There you have it. We've just solved one of the mosque's main problems. Please recite a loud salawat for the future president of our community, Brother Rahil Jaffer.
And now we're looking for donors to cover the $17 Rahel fee. Please reach out to Sister Kaniz if you'd like to sponsor it. Also, as an aside, women, if you could please move forward and free up the walls for seniors, that would be really helpful. Thank you.
We already have a donation for the $17, alhamdulillah. Okay, so now moving along with the program, welcoming him back from Brisbane, Australia, known as Shaykh, formerly of the company called Twitter, the #1 scholar in your heart. Please welcome Shaykh Azhar with 3 of your loudest salawats.
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So this program was a lot more entertaining than I was expecting. So that was a very pleasant surprise. So today is the first of Shawwal, the day of Eid-ul-Fitr. And it's also the day in which Iblis is now free. Right. And for those of you who have any doubt that he is active, you probably saw the parking lot situation this morning. So he usually begins his mischief in the parking lots. I wanted to just share a brief reflection with you. I was given about 15 minutes. We recited 2 chapters of the Quran today in our Eid prayer. And you find that both of the surahs that we recite have a common theme. In both of the chapters, Surah Al-A'la and Surah Al-Shams, you find, for example, in Surah Al-A'la, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ تَزَكَّى وَذَكَرَ اسْمَ رَبِّهِ فَصَلَّى. On the day of Eid, especially on Eid-ul-Fitr, there are 2 things that we do that really represent the main acts of worship. And that is that we give zakatul fitra, we give charity, and we stand for salah. And it's very beautiful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasizes these 2 acts of worship. In fact, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the qualities of the believers, He always couples these 2 actions. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He speaks about mu'mineen, الَّذِينَ يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ. The believers are those who establish prayer and give charity. These are the 2 things that we need to achieve purification of the soul. And you can't do one without the other. One can never compensate for the other. For example, you can't say that, on the day of Eid, I don't want to give zakatul fitr. I'll just do extra prayers. It doesn't work like that. You can pray as much as you want, but there is something that you gain from giving that cannot be achieved through prayer. And if someone says, you know, Salatul Eid is really long, the takbirat, and there are 9 qunuts, I'll just give extra. I'll double my zakatul fitra. It doesn't work like that. You need both. Salah and zakat, they're like 2 wings. And you need both of them to ascend and attain nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And of course, salah represents Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's right upon us. He's our creator. And hence, the least that we can do is acknowledge His existence, acknowledge the favors that He has bestowed upon us, express our gratitude to Him, prostrate to Him, be obedient to Him. But that's one dimension of our faith. It's not enough to just be appreciative to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not enough to just be humble before Him and express gratitude to Him. There's also another responsibility that we have, and that is haqqun nas, the rights that our fellow human beings have over us. And hence you have this obligation of zakatul fitra. There are many people, they might be grateful to Allah, but it's not enough to just be grateful to Allah. You also have to be grateful to people. من لم يشكر المخلوق لم يشكر الخالق. Whoever is not grateful to people is not grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the blessings that we receive, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala delivers those blessings to us through the medium of people. So we have this second duty, which is to be respectful and courteous, and also to be humble with those that we interact with. Now, on this day, what are we celebrating exactly? Ultimately, what we are celebrating is the mercy and the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That after 30 days of intense worship and fasting, the hope is that we have gained Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's forgiveness, that all of our shortcomings have been forgiven. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful. We cannot even begin to comprehend the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So much so that the Prophet, he says that biggest loss for a person is to experience the month of Ramadan and not earn the complete forgiveness of Allah. إِنَّ الشَّقِيَّ مَنْ حُرِمَ غُفْرَانَ اللَّهِ فِي هَذَا الشَّهْرِ الْعَظِيمِ. The most wretched person, the one who is at loss, is the one who experiences this month and they don't have all of their sins forgiven. You know, there's a beautiful story about Musa alayhi salam. And Musa alayhi salam, he has many fascinating stories. He had that open line of communication with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells Musa that I want you to go and climb this mountain. And I want you to go meet an old lady who is sitting at the top of this hill or the top of this mountain. So Musa alayhi salam, he goes and he ventures out and he climbs and he climbs and he climbs. And he sees a woman sitting at the top of this mountain all by herself. And he finds her crying. So he goes to her and he says to her that, what are you doing? How did you get up here? And why are you sitting up here all by yourself? She says that my son brought me here. I was living with my son. And he felt quite burdened by me. My presence was causing him a lot of trouble. And he just got tired. He couldn't handle it anymore. You know, in the past, they used to drop their parents off, you know, on the tops of mountains, it seems, instead of, you know, nursing homes. He got tired. He couldn't handle it anymore. So he left her there. And Musa alayhi salam is listening to this. And he's thinking to himself that, okay, so that's why you're crying. Because the child that you raised is not interested in caring for you anymore. So he asks her that, is this the reason why you're crying? It's because your son just left you? She said, oh Musa, no, that's not why I'm crying actually. She said, my son brought me up here. And yes, he did leave me, but it's a bit dark now. And I'm worried that something might happen to him on his way home. That maybe a wild animal may attack him. And it was a bit dark as he was coming down the mountain. And I'm afraid that maybe he'll slip, maybe he'll get injured. And Musa alayhi salam is listening to this. And he's thinking to himself that what kind of mercy is this? That your son has basically abandoned you. And the one thing that you're thinking about is that I hope he doesn't get hurt on his way down. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He reveals to Musa. He says, Musa, do you see this love and this mercy that this mother has for her son who has betrayed her? Allah says, my mercy towards my servants is greater than this. It's greater than this. In fact, when you think about this son, yes, he betrayed his mother. But you know, brothers and sisters, every time we commit a sin, we betray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We betray Allah. Allah Azza wa Jal, He's given us all of these gifts. And not only do we not express gratitude for these blessings, we actually use them to disobey Him. The blessing of health, the blessing of wealth, the senses that He's given us, all of these gifts. We often use those same favors and those same blessings to displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We use them in a way that offends the benefactor. And yet, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, every year in the month of Ramadan, He invites us as His honored guests to attend His banquet. Not for one day, not for 1 week, but for an entire month. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala acts as our host, and He treats us the way that He treats His awliya, where He no longer rewards based on actions. He rewards you just for being. That's the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I want to end just with these beautiful lines from Dua Abi Hamza al-Thumali, which I hope all of us had the opportunity to recite in the month of Ramadan. And if you didn't recite it in the month of Ramadan, you can recite it after the month of Ramadan. You can recite it anytime. And in this dua, Imam Zayn al-Abidin alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, he appeals to the mercy of Allah in a very beautiful way, in a very creative way. You know, you and I, when we ask Allah for His rahmah, we ask Allah, we just say, oh Allah, show me mercy. Oh Allah, forgive me. And that's fine. But there's a difference between the way that we speak to God and the way Imam Zayn al-Abidin speaks to Allah. The Imam alayhi salam in Dua Abi Hamza, he says to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, إن أدخلتني النار ففي ذلك سرور عدوك. Oh Allah, if you send me to hell, that will cause your enemy to rejoice. Who will be happy if I go to hell? Iblis. And then the Imam says what? وَإِنْ أَدْخَلْتَنِ الْجَنَّةِ فَفِي ذَلِكَ سُرُورُ نَبِيِّكَ. And oh Allah, if you send me and if you admit me into paradise, that will cause your Prophet to rejoice. The Prophet wants all of us to go to Jannah. There's nothing that would make the Prophet more happy than for us to be with him in Jannah. The Prophet ﷺ is the same one who, when he was stoned, he says, Allahumma ghfir li qawmi fa innahum la ya'lamun. If that is his dua for his enemies, what dua does he make for those who believe in him? And then the Imam alayhi salam, he says, وَأَنَا أَعْلَمُ وَاللَّهِ أَنَّ سُرُورَ نَبِيِّكَ أَحَبُّ إِلَيْكَ مِنْ سُرُورِ عَدُوِّكَ. And oh Allah, I know that the pleasure of your Prophet is more beloved to you than the pleasure of your enemy. In this way, the Imam alayhi salam, he asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Jannah, but he does it in this very beautiful way. So brothers and sisters, I want to invite all of you. As I said, yes, the month of Ramadan is over, but our relationship with Allah, it continues. The month of Ramadan was the boost that we needed. Right? If we felt emptiness and we felt lazy, the month of Ramadan was just to give us that energy to continue developing this beautiful relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my hope, my dear brothers and sisters, is that we hold on to the gifts that Allah gave us in the month of Ramadan. The recitation of the Quran, the time that we spent with our family, the time that we spent with our communities, and the time that we spent with Allah, that alone time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, you know, the preparation for next Ramadan begins today. The preparation for next year's Laylatul Qadr, it begins today. Every month of Ramadan needs to be better than the previous years. And the preparation begins today, my dear brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for lending me your ears on this eventful day. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to pardon us for our shortcomings and our sins. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enliven our hearts with the teachings of Ahlul Bayt. And I pray, brothers and sisters, that all of these beautiful faces that I see, I pray that we see you more often. Right? We don't only want to see you on the day of Eid. We want to see you on Thursday nights. We want to see you on Salatul Jumu'ah. There's a lot that you can gain from being a part of this community. And there's a lot that we can gain from you in terms of your participation, your feedback, and it seems tonight also your money. So, Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
While you're standing, please move forward. Please keep coming forward.
Same on the women's side. Come forward too. Clearly, only the guys listen.
Thank you for those words, Shaykh Azhar. So I forgot my phone on the podium while Shaykh Azhar was talking, so I didn't get to tell Zahra what page or what line was next. So I'm going to set her up with the worst transition ever. Zahra, I'm going to say AV team, and then you're going to say, speaking of the AV team. Got it?
Sure, we can just
Page 4. Okay, so AV team.
Speaking of the AV team, why do we have so many cameras this year? Why did we also have Sheikh Azhar sitting on a super nice, comfy blue chair that looked like it was a part of a set, that looked like it came from my living room without me knowing?
Yeah, so about that, Sheikh Azhar and the AV team, we were all chatting, and we just wanted to make sure we were getting the right angles of his face. But honestly, in my opinion, Habibi has no bad angles. By the way, I think Sheikh Azhar really liked the chairs, so maybe talk to Sister Laya about it. I think he might want it.
Yeah, I know he's a sheikh, but that's not happening.
Now, jokes aside, I wanted to talk about the moon sighting. This year, I sent out the absence letters about 2 weeks into Ramadan, thinking it would be really, really helpful. But I got so many questions.
Yeah, like how come last year was chaos? We didn't know when Eid would be until the last possible moment, but this year we knew so early.
Honestly, I don't know the answer myself, and I've been trying to understand more about it so I could explain it to you. But I realize it's probably better that I get an expert to answer your questions directly so we can do it justice. So I've invited the chair of the North American Moon Sighting Committee, who I've never met before, but I've traded some emails with him. He sounds really smart. He's assured me that he has studied this for most of his life. With your loudest salawat, please welcome our second special guest, Dr. R. Fazl. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Rahil, the glasses aren't fooling anyone. Was it you who I was emailing?
Possibly.
Rahil, why didn't you just use your actual name?
I'm a man with many names and many interests.
Okay, well, let's see how this goes. So, Rahil.
Actually, it's Dr. Fazl.
Okay, Dr. Fazl. Why did we know which day Eid would be so early this year?
I'm gonna be honest, it was just a guess.
Are you joking me? You can't be serious.
Do I look like I'm joking?
No, you don't. Wait, so is today actually Eid?
I think so. It's all about the precise calculations and the lunar phases.
I don't know if I get that. Can you expand on that a bit, Rahil?
No, but I can ask ChatGPT.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Program director Armuki was right about you. Go sit with your dad.
Don't worry, everybody. Today is Eid. The moon was sighted, so no concerns. Next up, we'll have a fun game by the youth committee. So let's welcome them up with 3 loud salawats.
Respected scholars, elders, and fellow community members, Assalamu alaikum.
Eid Mubarak to all of you. I hope you all had a blessed month of Ramadan and a fun day of Eid with friends and family.
The Az-Zahraa Youth Committee is excited to be hosting the game The Price is Right. We will be playing 3 rounds and asking for 4 participants in each round to play. Make sure you participate for the chance to win some really cool prizes that we picked out.
So as Hannah mentioned, we'll be having 4 participants. So these participants will be from different age categories. So from 0 to 15 will be here, 15 to 30 here, 30 to 60 here, and the seniors will be over here.
Once the participants are ready, an item will be displayed on the big screen. Contestants will have 30 seconds to write down their estimate for the item without exceeding it. The individual who guesses closest to the item will win, and we'll have one winner on the ladies and one winner on the men's side.
Okay, so we'll do this 3 times and call up new participants each time. So if you're interested in participating, please raise up your hand, and Brother Amar on the men's side and Sister Aliyah on the ladies' side will choose the participants. So 0 to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 60, and seniors. And if we don't have any volunteers, they'll just pick.
Oh, she's gonna pick volunteers. So just raise your hand, okay? Okay, once again, raise your hand if you want to volunteer. Guys, I don't see a lot of hands. I think we need more.
All right, and if you were chosen, please come up. Come on, we need a senior volunteer.
Wait, Aliyah, send them up. I'll write down their names if you don't have them.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Thurab Uncle's right. Worst comes to worst, Rahil will come up as senior Fazil.
Oh, I'm not picking. Gotta talk to Aliyah.
All right, Hannah, do we have all the participants on the ladies' side?
No, they're still coming up. We need more volunteers.
Okay, while we're waiting, I'll explain the instructions one more time. So, after we start, there'll be an image up there, and you have to guess the price of the item, but you cannot go over. If you go over, you're automatically disqualified. And then whoever's closest gets the item.
Okay, I think we're ready on this side. Are you guys ready to get started?
All right, do we have any questions here? Okay, perfect. Can we change the slide to the first item? I think we skipped a couple, yeah. Perfect. So how much do you think this Wordle board game costs? You have 30 seconds. Oh yeah, you are not allowed to use your phones. No. Put your phone away.
In the middle. Yeah.
All right, you have 10 more seconds remaining. All right. Everyone have something written down? Okay, put your boards up facing the audience.
Okay. Oh.
All right, are we able to change the slide to the next slide, please? So the
Okay.
All right, on the men's side, we have a winner. Okay, on the men's side, the winner is Raza. Very good job guessing.
Okay, on the ladies' side, we got a guess of exactly $29.99. Congratulations.
A loud salawat for participants in round 1. You guys can go back. Thank you. It's a board game. All right, so now we need new volunteers. So let's not make this as painful as the first time now that you've seen how easy it is.
Okay, Aliyah, Yeah, you did.
All right, we still need a senior.
Okay. Make sure you erase this.
While you're doing this round, can we pick the next speaker?
Yeah, they are.
60 plus, we need 30 to 60.
Okay, yeah, fine, fine.
All right, so now we have our 4 participants on the men's side. Hannah, do we have 4 on the ladies?
We're getting one more, almost there. One more, one more. Oh, okay, wait, make sure she sits. Where is she?
Oh, she's right there.
So tell her to, where?
Wait, wait, who found, okay, no, we're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine, right?
You ready? Okay, we're ready on the ladies' side.
All right, so if we can change the slide to the next item, please. And you have 30 seconds to guess the price of this. All right, you have 10 more seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1. All right, put your boards up, please. And if we can change the slide to the price, please.
And the correct price is $39.99.
Okay, we have a slight problem. Everyone is over on the men's side.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. It's over.
What's your name? But Mujtaba is the closest. Congratulations.
Okay, and on the ladies' side, our guess was $38.95. Congratulations.
Loud salawat for all the participants in round 2. All right, now for the final round. Please, can we get volunteers?
Well, she's under 30. She's like 27. Yeah? We need a senior. Oh, that's not senior.
30 to 60.
We need a senior.
Okay, can you
All right, so we have all our participants in the men's side.
She thinks she's okay.
Hannah, do we have 4 on the ladies' side?
Almost, almost. The price, yeah. Okay, we're ready on the ladies' side.
All right, if we can change the slide to the next slide, please.
It's okay, I'm telling you.
All right, you have 30 seconds to guess the price of this Echo Pop speaker.
With Alexa.
All right, 10 more seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and please put your boards up.
The actual price is $54.99.
All right, so Asad won on the men's side. Congratulations. He had a guess of $50. Loud salawat for him.
And on the ladies' side, our closest guest was $49.99. Salawat.
We were closer.
Oh, sure.
All right, so that concludes our game. A loud salawat for all our participants and the audience for being so into it. Salawat.
So I'm starting to get some questions about whether we're having Eid dinner or if we're eating another iftar after Salat. Brother Alim and Brother Abbas told me that Africans need 1 hour to eat. So they're trying to push me along. So we're going to keep going, and inshallah, we'll be eating in about 15 minutes at 7:30, okay? Big thank you to the youth committee for arranging those games for us. I've always found Price is Right to be a little of a weird game. It's just about being an adult. So anyway.
Well, speaking about thanking everybody, I feel like we need to be so thankful for this Ramadan.
Zahra, you're so right. Let's think back to all the amazing events that happened during Ramadan. We had 2 amazing barazas. We had itikaf.
Don't forget the multiple sports nights, the Ramadan kids workshops, and the Eid Mela.
Oh yeah, and the youth sahri, and there was a book fair, and we had 3 different speakers.
And the incredible Amal nights led by Brother Mustafa.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard the mosque get that loud before.
But how is this all possible?
Honestly, it's the volunteers and the amazing volunteers we have. We have a group of dedicated volunteers that let us all enjoy this month. This includes setup teams, the color teams, the etiquette teams, program leads, Quran coordinators, AV team, kitchen team, fundraising teams, and I'm sure I'm missing at least a dozen more.
From the bottom of our hearts, we want to say thank you.
Okay, keep going.
Oh, that was my line. Okay, Ali, we've pretty much accomplished everything we want. Can we eat biryani now?
There's one slight problem. We still have a fundraising emergency.
So what are we going to do about that?
Well, I don't want to cause a mass exodus from the Imam Bargah, so I thought we could try something different. I called my friend and brother Bilal Hamoud and had him create some amazing pieces of art. So we can auction them off right now to help our mosque, and 10% will go towards helping people in Palestine as we did this Ramadan. And I know many of us have heavy hearts today, and as mentioned by Shaykh Azhar, we need to do as much as we can to support the people of Palestine.
Thank you, Ali. I'd like to draw your attention to the large piece of art in the center. And Hannah, if you would please slowly bring up the white one, show the crowd, and then hand it over to the men's side.
And Siraj, where are you? Behind you. Siraj, you can bring in the piece of artwork. And in the meantime, I'm going to ask our beloved Shaykh to join me to explain what this piece says. Probably open the door.
Yeah.
This one, texted you. You know what? It's on the back. I'll show it to you.
So I have no idea what it says. Let's read it together. Let's read this together. Yeah, let's see the back. Okay, yeah. So this is from Surah Al-Baqarah, the famous ayah of the Quran, where it commands the believers to observe the fast of the month of Ramadan. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykum as-siyam kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. It's hard to believe that all of that is right there. So this is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands the believers, saying, O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed for you as it has been prescribed upon those before you, so that perhaps you may attain taqwa. So this highlights the main objective of fasting, which is ultimately to develop that state, that spiritual state where you are immune from committing sin, where you're able to essentially do your wajibat and avoid the muharramat. A very beautiful piece. So who did this? Is this Brother Bilal Hamoud. Okay. So what is this going for?
We were going to start at $200. What do you think?
$200. So, no, I think we're going to start at $2,000. We're pretty desperate tonight. No, we'll go to 200. We'll go to 200.
No, you're good. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, you know, I think this piece is a lovely reminder of the spiritual benefits of Ramadan. And so we'd like to start.
Men, if you forgot to buy your wife a gift today, this is your chance to redeem yourself and also support a good cause.
And ladies, if you're still upset he forgot to buy you something, this is your chance to drive up the price so he'll never forget again. So we're going to start the bidding at $200. Put your hand up if you'd like to bid on it. And ladies, you can bid as well. Zahra will call them as soon as she sees them. So can I have a hand for $200? $200. Okay, we have $200. Can I get $300? We have $300. Can I get $400? $400. $400. Someone's trying to bargain me down to $200. $400. We have $400, or no? We had already had $400. $500. We have $500. Can anyone give me $600? Can anyone give me $600? I have so many kids putting their hands up. I'm sorry. Mom of the Sun, can you get those kids out of here? Let them run around for a little while. Can I get $600 from anyone? $600. Okay, it looks like we have $500. MashaAllah, brother gave us $2 million. We'll get lots of paintings made for you for $2 million. Okay, last call, $600. Oh, we have $600. We have $600. Can I have $700? Anyone for $700? $700. $700. $700. Can I get $700? Sorry, the lady side is being pretty quiet over there.
Yeah, they are all pretty quiet. Nobody's even raising their hand to fix their hair, so no hands.
Okay, last chance. We had it, was it $600? We have $600 from the brother here. Going once, going twice. Do I hear $700? All right, sold for $600 to the brother. Can we get a loud salawat for the brother? Yeah, you can put it down. Brother, just come see me afterwards and we'll sort it out. And once again, let's thank you everyone for supporting us, and thank you to Mihrab Arts and Cultural Foundation for providing this incredible piece of art.
Okay, so we're gonna show the second pieces. They
No.
come in a set.
Zahra, let's kill that.
Oh.
It's time for biryani.
Everybody wants food. I guess we're not doing that one.
Okay, so we'll move on. We have one quick award announcement, and then we'll close with ziyarat. I'd like to invite up the proud mother of our special guest, and that would be Sister Salma Jaffer. Let's recite one loud salawat.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Eid Mubarak. Can we get a really loud salawat for our two MCs who are doing such a good job? Allah. And I thought that moon sighting expert looked familiar. I'm up here to tell you a little bit about the Quran, things that have been happening around Quran. Lots of the different things that have been happening. We've had Quran Khani recitation every day for youth, for all ages, moms. We've also had Quran tafsir and reflection. And of course, we've had our Quran appreciation, and kids have been making projects. But one thing that we've had is Quran Khani every single day, and we have an award for anybody who's come for more than 20 days. They have braved the traffic, the tunnel closures, you name it, they were here. So we'd like to do a draw for those people, and Zainab Auntie Bachu is here to do that draw. So this is anybody who's been here more than 20 days, boys and girls. And the winner is Zaki Datu. Loud salawat. So, sorry ladies, but this prize goes to the boys' side. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you want me to bring him up and give it to him or later?
She's going to pass it through the door.
Okay. Zaki, come on up. Rahel, do you want to present the award or? Congratulations. Great job. Thank you so much, Sister Selma. And thank you all so much for attending. We hope you really, really enjoyed the biryani and the ice cream that we have. Also, tonight's dinner is a gift on behalf of the children of Gaza. So please don't forget them in your du'as and in your giving. Please also feel free to take pictures.
Sorry, if we could just have quiet for 2 more minutes. Don't worry, you're getting food in a couple seconds. We're just trying to wrap it up. Thank you.
Also, feel free to take pictures with our lovely backdrops. And lastly, if we've taken our jokes too far, many of which were fiction, especially the tire slashing part, then please forgive us. Please rise for ziyarat and one loud salawat first.
السلام عليك يا رسول الله السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين وعلى 9 المعصومين من ذريتك علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والحجة بن الحسن أجل الله فرجا وسهل الله مخرجا وظهورا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
You can now make your way to the gym, please.